Hey everyone, Leanne Pilkington here to introduce the very last Courageous Conversation for the series, because we have got some super exciting news about what is next. But for our very, very last of this series, we have got the gorgeous Georgie Ryan from Lang & Simmons, Port Macquarie. At Lang & Simmons, I do a podcast with our Gold Award winners. And I just loved the conversation that I had with Georgie so much that I thought I would share it with all of you. I'll put my teeth back in now. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back to you with our exciting news very, very soon. Hey everyone, Leanne Pilkington here with the very first Lang & Simmons team podcast, and I am excited to be interviewing our Rookie of the Year, Georgie Ryan from Lang & Simmons, Port Macquarie. Hello, how are you, Georgie?
I'm great, thanks, Leanne. How are you?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on this with me today.
Oh, thank you for giving me the honour of the interview.
Oh, my pleasure. You're the very first one too, which is even more exciting. I was absolutely thrilled to be able to award you with the Gold Rookie of the Year. I've been enjoying watching your journey, but obviously being a little bit further away, not all of our Lang & Simmons team members would know your story. So tell us about how long have you been at Lang & Simmons, Port Macquarie, and how did you get started?
Yeah, so it's an interesting story. Yeah. I was previously managing a business for another owner, and I wanted to be the person for the reason why people were coming to the business and being the person that provided that service. So I looked into doing an interior design course, and doing that course allowed me to start my own business, and I realised that that's where my real passion is with homes. And I thought, I've always wanted to help people and I love homes. Why not do real estate? I've always thought about it, but I was always a little bit scared. I know you have to be quite a strong person to do it, but I thought, you know what? You only live life once, give it a shot. And my motto is just do my best and hope for the best. So I was very lucky to be given the opportunity to work at Lang & Simmons in Port Macquarie with Chris. Yeah. Because I hadn't had any experience in real estate. He said, I'll start you off as my PA to start off with. You can learn the ropes, mirror me, learn off me. Yep. So I was Chris' PA for a good 9 months, and I was hanging to become an agent by the end.
And how old were you when you started?
I'm 27 now, so I reckon about 24.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So always very enthusiastic, and I was very keen to just get out there. So yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking to start off with because I thought, oh my God, I've got to do it myself now. What do I do? But I just went, you know what, just be me. Just treat people the way I want to be treated. And my motto is just do my best and hope for the best. And that's all I've really done. I've never really set myself a lot of numbers to try and reach because nothing scare me. I'm like, I just got to keep going, like on to the next one. It's like when you get a listing, you're like, okay, I got the listing now I've got to sell it. And then you're like, oh, I've sold it. Great.
Now I've got to get another one.
It's hard to know like when to celebrate, but I feel like it's a good challenge, drive and celebrate all the time, all the way through. And I absolutely love it.
Yeah, you can tell that you love it just by the way you're talking about it.
Yeah.
And so you don't focus on the numbers because that makes you anxious?
Sometimes, but I've recently been trading with Marnie Beecham, which was an awesome.
What a prize.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It was, if anything, that's actually more valuable than
massively.
The award itself, because I didn't know how to even come to terms with the award. There's so many people congratulating me, and I'm not used to taking so many compliments. So I'm like, thanks, but great. But it's a real honour, and I'm proud to have that award because I now have it in my office. I look at it every day and I go, you know what? If I ever have a bad moment or I'm having a bad day, I can look at it and go, no, just hang in there. You got this. Like, you got that award. It proves you can do it.
Yeah.
So, but having Marnie as that extra prize is invaluable. She's really helped me, and it's nice to connect with someone that's sort of similar and know that you can do it.
Yeah, Marnie is a great coach, so I was absolutely thrilled that you were able to benefit from her experience. And so what is she getting you to focus on numbers now or not?
Definitely, yeah. Which is heaps better because now I feel like I've actually got a clear goal, whereas before I was just sort of going for it. But now it's just accountability. Just know you're doing what you need to do daily to keep on top, especially with
especially with
this market.
Yeah, absolutely, because Port Macquarie is in the same kind of state that everywhere is at the moment. Not enough stock, lots and lots of people buying, prices going through the roof.
Yeah, it's very, which is great. Good challenge.
So talk to me about how you get your listings. What do you actually do?
I do a lot of door knocking, and it's more or less just, rather than being like, will you list your property with me? Do you want an appraisal? It's more just getting to know people, wanting them to know who I am, who's in their street, offering them a free service in a sense, and just connecting with them so that if they know of anyone that wants to sell, or they're at least familiar with me, if I do list another property in the area, they know who I am. And they're more open to wanting to use a service with me as well, because I'm offering it for free and I'm just being authentic.
Yeah.
Door knocking has been really fun for me. It's very challenging to put yourself out there on someone's door.
It's been fun for you.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
But I think it's exciting to know that you go there and you think the worst. You think, oh, they're going to be horrible. They're going to slam the door on me, or, you think the worst. But essentially, everyone is so nice. They're welcoming. So that's what we have to look back to when we're putting ourselves in challenging positions, is don't look at the negatives. You got to look at the positives. And then that's where you get the right mindset and people feel that positive and happy energy as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think that people will be fueled by your energy, and you are optimistic and you are happy, and you make people feel good, and they're more happy to have a conversation with you if you do that, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you. Like connecting with people, because at the end of the day, I just want to help people, and just it's that extra bonus that it's with the property industry. But, I'm also like the emotional aspect of real estate, that you're given the opportunity to sell someone's most likely biggest asset. That is a huge responsibility, but also a huge honour that they trust you with that.
Yeah.
But home is where the heart is as well. So just from them inviting you into their home is a big honour even in that. So I think just because I connect on that emotional level like that they don't feel intimidated by me in a sense.
Yeah.
And I just be myself, and I can't help it.
Yeah, exactly. And so some people will say to me, oh, I'm too young. I'm too young to get into sales. You obviously got into sales at about 25.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're too young?
I feel like it's an insecurity, because you think people might think you're too young, but to be honest, my age doesn't get brought up hardly ever. If anything, when my age is brought up, people say, wow, you're so mature for your age.
Right.
And I think that's just been my upbringing, and I think that's probably why I am surviving in the industry.
You're not just surviving, my friend, you're thriving.
Yeah. I'm existing. No. It's I think it's easy to think about the negatives and worry about what people are thinking, but essentially if you present to them what you can offer them, they're not going to overthink it the way you are. They just want to know what you can provide them. And if they trust you, then that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's some great advice. They're not going to overthink it like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you have something, like when you have one of those really bad days that we all have, no matter what we do, how do you get yourself out of that and sort of, show up again the next day?
Yeah, normally the next day is a great way to just hit the refresh button. If I feel like I'm in a not so good headspace and I need to get appraisals, I might just go for a quick walk, have a breather, come back, and then I just do phone calls. And I just go, you know what, just one more. And as soon as I get one phone call, I just love talking to people, and you just keep going to the next one. So, and I think that's the only way to just sort of get through it. You just move on to the next one. It only takes one. It's just like with buyers. You can have all these buyers come through your property, but you only need that one buyer. So it's the same thing. You might make 10 phone calls, but you get 2 or 3 people inviting you into their home to give you that appraisal. So you've got nothing to lose, essentially.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody's going to be wishing that they could clone you after watching this, because it's it's a delight to speak to somebody who is so happy and optimistic and just doing what it takes, right? It's not rocket science, real estate. It is the word that you've used a number of times already, connecting with people. However you want to do that, whether it's door knocking or phone calls or, networking groups, whatever it is for you, it's all about connecting with as many people as you can, right?
Definitely, yeah. And I feel like at the end of the day also it's all about service. It's so invaluable. If you provide good quality service, then you're going to get satisfied customers, and that's the name of the game. Like, I don't focus so much on numbers and how much money I'm making, because my satisfaction comes from my client satisfaction. If they're walking away from the sale happy, I'm happy. I've done my job. That's all that matters.
Did you see Georgie Bates speak at Springboard?
No, I don't think so.
And she is a very high-performing salesperson down on the Northern Beaches, and she said the same thing. She doesn't focus on the numbers; she focuses on the service. And if people are happy, they're going to continue to use her. And she's a multi-million-dollar agent. So as much as we all say, you've got to have your KPIs and focus on the metrics,
Yeah, I think it's good having the KPIs and all that to go back to, because get so busy chasing things, but sometimes it's good to pull it back in and go, okay, what are my actual figures from the work I've done? Yeah. But at the same time, just go for it.
Go for it. Exactly. You do need to know what works, right? If you're spending your time prospecting, you do need to have a look and say, actually, door knocking is a good thing for me to do because I've had these are the results I've had from it. So there's no point going out and knocking on doors if it's not working. But if door knocking's not working for you, I just feel like maybe you need to be rehearsing the conversation or having a look at yourself as to how you're presenting in those conversations.
Yeah. I think also a lot of people can get confused with trying to follow what everyone else is doing. I think everyone has their own style, and that's where I think agents need to sit back and go, what is my style? Like, what is my personality? What am I representing? Because you can't be a really easygoing person, but then provide all these statistics. Like you have a style you have to give. And that's where I have quite a easygoing personality, that's what I sort of present. So when I knock on the door, it's authentic. If like say someone might not like doing door knocking or it doesn't suit them, then they're putting themselves in an uncomfortable position that it may not reflect them or suit them. So you're not going to get them. So there are other ways where you could write a personal letter with a flyer of a just sold, or, just trying to work around listings is a really good opportunity as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also think calling the database as well, because they're your people that you've already made connections with. Why go looking for new clients when you've got your own clients just there under your nose? So
that is a great question. I don't understand why more people don't do it. So there's been so much gold in that, and you probably don't even realise it, but that was a really awesome chat. So thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved, and I am so happy to be part of your journey because I know that you are going to continue to do great things in this industry. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Leanne. And it's such an honour to work for Lang & Simmons and have this opportunity as a career as well, and having everyone's support. It's really heartwarming.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back to your door knocking.
Got my walking shoes on.
Good girl. All right. Take care.
Thanks, Leanne.